Alright, video. Yep. What's going to do this is play the video and respond to a great text video. Maybe I will again in the future, who knows, but I don't seem to have the time lately. So he had made a video, you believe what you want to believe, which I think is really stupid. But all his videos are generally stupid. So he tries to turn all philosophy into psychology, and it flatly, plainly isn't. Yeah, so there's this whole conversation to be had about what can be objectively described and defined in terms of a value equation, and what is too mushy, too subjectively personal, too dependent on personal perspective to have any objective definition. And I'd say it's more to do with where exactly things fit on a scale. Precision is more the problem, but you can definitely put things in categories of good or bad, objectively. Smart, stupid, that kind of thing. There are some risks that people take that are just plainly retarded. Retards make retarded choices, and you can call it retarded. You don't just sit there and say, oh, well, the retard is entitled to its opinion. That's kind of stupid. It's nonsensical. You have to, there's better judgment and worse judgment, greater, lesser. Alright. So, yeah, this is going to take some videos to work through this one, as I haven't got it all figured out yet. As I will concede, I mean, there are questions you could ask, and you'd say, well, there's no right answer to that question. Presumably, at least from how I would look at the question. I can't logically know for sure what the answer is. And not just because I don't have enough information, but in a sense because there just may never be enough information. But I'm not sure of that either. That's where, just like I said, there might be. If you're fully informed, you might be able to tell, that 2 potato chips is, definitely superior to 1 piece of popcorn. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't. But it's not worth haggling over the minor part of the question. The part of the question I want to get to first, the part of the issue, is just this accusation that we even acquire a want without cause. Like somebody could be just born into the world to want to say humans suck, and want to say life is pointless, and want to say give it all up. I don't think that's possible. I think they have to earn that perspective through some sort of hard knock class instruction. They sort of have to have that beat into them, I would argue. And so I think it's kind of a bogus argument, where the inverse is certainly true. You could certainly argue that the default condition of the little human beastie is optimistic, in the sense that it's a need machine. It sort of, right from the start, gets what it wants. It whines or cries, and its needs are served. And, if it doesn't go to hard knock school, it could think that's how the game works. It says, give me, and it gets. And there's no cost to it for the getting. And then when you combine all the cultural influences and hype and all the other crap, certainly the prejudice as a point of view would be, life is purposeful. Life we're accomplishing something. It's just all written throughout the literature. It's glorified, the feudal fighting bullshit, all the stoicness that Professor Anton spouts about are certainly the dominant mythology and storytelling. that propagandizes the human beast. So again, it's just a kind of a bogus argument to say that there's some sort of I want bias. Yeah, it's just bullshit. Alright, so just getting to the fact that there are real values. I just don't think it's deniable that there's something called abhorrent and something called attractive. Repulsion and attraction is a basic force built into us all, and it's been manifested into this feeling mechanism. So that's the force of it. That's what we feel. And it's the intensity of that sensation or that character of an experience that defines the strength of the magnetism, the attraction or the repulsion. And I think that's just an objective truth, that conscious organisms feeling pain is bad, unpleasantness, repulsion, having those kinds of experiences is bad, and them having the pleasurable inverses are good. And there's no brain surgery, no rocket science degrees required. Just the basic truth. And there's lots of experiences that are overtly, consistently, dramatically fit into those categories. And those we can objectively establish to be negative. All right, we can say it's a bad thing for millions of people to be in concentration camps. We can do that, you douchebags. You're not allowed to say from some personal perspective, well, my sautéed chicken last night was worth 50 Jews locked in a cage for 50 years. You really can't do that. And say your subjective opinion is somehow valid. No, you're a retarded douche. So it's just bullshit. These subjectivists, these relativists who wish to blow up the whole concept of logic and say the only rule is what you personally, how your I want divided by I care, equals I do. Crap. That I shit is meaningless. You gotta do I want divided by what harm will I cause equals I will do. It's just the truth of the matter, and you can't just make up what harm you're causing. I'll pretend the harm doesn't exist. Animals don't really feel. No, they just look like it. They just sound like it. But they don't really do it. They're just very good actors. They're faking us out. No, that's illogical, fucktarded, moronic, silly, and anybody who says something like that ought to have their brain, washed with a bar of soap. Fuck them. But that's the kind of crap the subjectivists wish to endorse. Because realistically, it's the only way they can escape the truth. The truth is a dismal one. Consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, and addiction. And they want to keep pretending that they're little, but I love. And isn't love like a gazillion times stronger than all other emotions? Because I say so? No. Yeah, it's just another douchebag emotion. It's just another sensation of attachment. And the fact that you just want it to mean more. Because it's one of those emotions directly tied to things like ego. Usually only love. That which worships you. Yeah, that's sort of the way it works. And the rest, it's all just want. Because somehow through having it, you will be completed. It's like it has it is the pieces to your puzzle, and by having it, your puzzle is completed. So it's just a selfish crap emotion that all you people have perverted and distorted into something unselfish and magnificently powerful, like it's going to undo all the harm and suffering in the world. And all it is a selfish, greedy emotion. It's such a crock of shit. Yeah, next. Where do we go from there? Sorry. Ugh, people with kids coming. Yeah, it's really hard. It's difficult to take. How you doing? Okay, made it. Phew, I survived them. You all look foreign nowadays. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, suffering and pain and subjective and objective. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna have to do some more work on this, and it really is. This is a really important part of this whole thing. Is being able to escape words without definition, so that there can be some sort of rational math, so we can sort of at least, you know, I mean, it's like you don't have to get things like if the scale goes from here to there. It's not like you have to have something within 2 molecules of the right position, just in the range. And that's where, you know, these people are just trying to pretend that we can't even do that much. And we certainly can. We can locate things. And like I said, we know what goes on the red scale and what's on the black scale. And this is just such crap. And we know there aren't any wild card magic emotions, you know, that can just undo all the harm. It's all okay because I had a feeling for 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And that feeling was so wow that now, yeah, it's like we're so far in the profit column because I had that emotional feeling. Yeah, now we can stomp 1,000 rabbits to death because I had a happy feeling. I mean, bull fucking shit. And bullshit to the idea that those suffering rabbits are some kind of subjective mush that you can just pretend you can put any value on. You know, 1,000 stomped rabbits equals 1 piece of popcorn. No, fuck you. It's idiotic. Yeah, it's insane. All right. Okay. Oh man, my back aches. It's a rough day. Anyway. Yeah, I just don't know how people, yeah, whatever. I mean, it doesn't take much of shit experience for you to say, oh man, I don't want to do that over again. Oh, I don't want to do that again. So anyway, so being risk averse is rational, in my opinion. What these people are looking to do is to be risk ignorant because it's fun. And that's the truth. That one I will grant you. It's more fun to ignore risk than it is to recognize risk. That's true. But it isn't more healthy, isn't more productive, it isn't more logical, it isn't more anything else except for stuff that falls in that stupid category. So, yeah, bullshit to that. So anyway, sorry. Needed to get this more concise. But this video sucks just so bad, it doesn't really matter I couldn't have fucked the subject up more than he did. So anyway, till next time, and such. Lovely day. Except for my spine. Anyway, rest of me's not doing great either. Anyway, till next time.